Okay, I'm back here with another video with my Rampage XT fifth scale 30cc gas. I did do a couple things. It's all broken. I've had to go through a carburetor adjustment. I'll talk about that. One of the things I did do that I didn't explain in my unboxing is that this stuff is just like dangling in here. I'm not worried so much about the receiver as much as I am about the receiver pack jumping around in there. And so what I did is this machine comes with extra air filters, and all I did was cut a piece to fit in there, because you can just go down and buy these air filters and cut them yourself to fit. I mean, so I just cut one of them in half and put it in there, and that keeps the battery from the receiver pack battery, you know, the deal, from flopping around and bouncing around in there when you're in rough terrain. And as you can see, I have been in some rough terrain and some muddy terrain. One thing I will say that, you know, I haven't, you know, submerged it or anything, but, you know, as far as, I guess, moisture and stuff, I haven't, like I said, I haven't driven it in the rain or anything like that, and I won't. But it's been kind of snowy and melty and stuff, and muddy, as you can see. Another thing I wanted to talk about, sorry, I'm in the light, is this little deal. And this goes on top, and this seals your receiver and your battery pack. The only thing I have a problem with is that the very back screw back here. Let me see if I can get in this screw back here, right here. The air filter is in the way, and so you can't, and it, man, is that a pain in the ass if you're gonna unscrew that every time to charge the, anyways, it's not any fun. But so I just leave that back screw out. Give me a shout out if you guys know of any better ways of doing it. Let's see. Oh yeah, the carburetor adjustments. I don't know if I can get in there, but they're right there. The low needle is kind of hidden back in there. The low needle is right beside the high needle. But what I did was, after I got it, you know, broke in, I readjusted the carburetor, and what I did, it was running super rich. And so what I did was I looked up on YouTube and looked up YouTube. It's shout out to O'Neill Brothers, but they have an excellent video on how to tune these carburetors. And this is the stock carburetor, and they show you how to tune it. But that's how I tuned it, and I fine tuned it from there. I still haven't, you know, kind of just all out whatever with it, but it's coming along real nicely, and it starts awesome. Unfortunately, it's too cold to be outside, so I'm not going to be starting it up for you guys. It's in my basement. So, yeah, the only thing that I see is right, I got a minor exhaust leak right there. You can tell how rich it's been running. Plus the mixture, the oil mixture of the gases, it's 25-1, thereabouts, and that's a really rich mixture for gasoline and oil for a two-stroke. And then here, after I think about 3 or 4 more tanks, then I can switch it to up to 32-1. So that'll be nice. And then I won't have all this oily crap everywhere. And that's another thing too. The exhaust is really nice, but the body needs to be cut out for the exhaust to exit, because it filtrifies the body and it makes it reek like a chainsaw. But no, and then I did some adjustments on the shocks when I first got it. When I first got it, when I got the wheels on and I laid it on the, you know, just set it on the ground, it would kind of squat a little bit with the shocks. And so what I did is I just adjusted those all the way around till when I set it down, it didn't you know, the suspension didn't squat. So that's pretty much what I did. And then one of these videos, I'm gonna have my wife record me, but you'll see when I'm driving in the yard that the suspension really handles well. I'm really happy with it, especially the overall product. It's plenty of fun. And then, oh yeah, I got the diff case off. Let me turn it around for you. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many names for this crap here. I just call it my gear set. I'm wanting to replace this one with a smaller one and this one with a bigger one to gear it up lower, but I'm having trouble finding them. So what I think I'm probably going to do is just keep it the same for now. I'm probably going to put a different tune pipe on it for the one for the Rampage MT, I think is what it is. Yeah, I took the gear case off or whatever, the cover, just so I could make sure all this stuff was tight. Because like I said, I have, it's probably been run about at least 4 hours. I'm gonna say closer to 6 hours. I've been running it. So it's like I said, it's getting ready to. Because you're supposed to run the 25-to-1 mix for the first 8 hours, it says in the manual. So so I guess after 8 hours of runtime, I'm gonna switch it up to 32-to-1 and see how that works. But well, that's basically the gist of it. I wanted to get a good video with that because I was really impressed with that. The only thing I wasn't so impressed of is aftermarket. Oh, one thing I did have problems with, and luckily I had seen a previous YouTube video about it, but one thing I did have problems with is my fuel tank like getting into a vacuum, because it was using fuel, but the vent was not letting it properly vent. So what I had to do is I just took an O-ring pick and enlarged that hole and flipped it over, and there's like a diaphragm or whatever that keeps shit from splashing around. I flipped it over and enlarging the hole with the O-ring pick on the rubber also. So, and that fixed the issue, and it's done nothing but run awesome since. I mean, I'm telling you, run awesome. Oh, and the brakes. I gotta mention the brakes. The brakes are silly awesome. But like I said, you can definitely tell I have been running it, so I'm sorry that it's dirty. I don't know how to clean it. I mean, it's not like you just take it out to the power washer and start washing it off, or hose. I mean, you gotta be careful with this stuff. So yeah, in order to wash it, I'm definitely gonna put the gear cover back on and all that, and I just don't want to get the electronics wet, and that's the I guess that's the catch-22 part. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. I mean, it's been nothing but fun. I think our neighborhood, I don't know how they feel about it, but I love it. So this is my little workstation until it warms up and I can move it out to the garage. I made a stand and everything out in the garage that I can put it on, and it's a little bit better than this one. So, anyways, have a good day, everybody.